Well, we witnessed something, folks, last week in the runaway media we have never seen before. Rachel Maddow got excited about a man. Of course, I'm talking about this document dump that happened Friday, Jack Smith case, January 6th. And did you see Trump over the weekend? It was at a McDonald's in Pennsylvania, working the fry line, working the drive-thru. Apparently he paid for it all. Now, people are saying this was staged. Well, so what? It's great optics. It's great campaigning. Whether you like the guy, hate the guy, it's great campaigning. So welcome back to the channel, Culture Confederacy here. It's Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. And if you're new to the channel, no fancy graphics, epic soundtracks, pretty boy camera angles. It's you, me, my smartphone, the news of the day, and this mission, this crusade to preserve great art, music, history, and culture. So over at CNBC, more Trump sealed files released in Jack Smith January 6th election case. So this came out Friday, the very day they released these documents. And there's a story by Kevin Bruninger and Dan Mannion. Says here, a federal judge unsealed more than 1,800 pages of documents filed by special counsel Jack Smith in the criminal election interference case against former President Donald Trump. Actually, it's 1,889 pages, heavily redacted. And you know, it's all crap, because it's just regurgitating what they released before. There's nothing new here. But there's Rachel Maddow on MSNBC having an orgasm. Oh my God, more Trump documents. Oh baby, oh yeah, give it to me. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. The records were made public after U.S. District Judge Tanya Chutkan, who I affectionately call Judge Upchuck, denied a request by Trump's lawyers to keep them sealed under wraps until after the November 5th presidential election. And as you know, he's charged with illegally conspiring to overthrow the U.S. government, overturn the results of the 2020 election. But Jack Smith is going to have a huge mountain to climb here, because he's got to prove beyond a reasonable doubt, with solid evidence, ironclad evidence now, that Trump knowingly and intentionally engaged in insurrection, tried to defraud the voters that voted for him, the general public, whatever. That's what you have to prove. Show me the video where Trump physically himself went into the Capitol building and orchestrated an insurrection. It's not there. It's not there. Now, there was this back and forth between Judge Upchuck and the Trump team. Now, these documents that were released Friday covers 4 volumes. So it's got these 3 categories: evidence that has been used in Smith's prior case filings, public information related to Trump, social media posts, campaign fundraising emails, etc. But no emails in here about insurrection or overthrowing the government. And information released by the House Select Committee investigating the January 6, 2021 riot at the Capitol. And we know how reputable they are, because they excluded a lot of this evidence, exculpatory evidence. And added the clip where Trump said, "Let's now march peacefully and patriotically, or patriotically and peacefully to the Capitol to make our voices heard." Somehow they forgot to include that, left it out. So the Trump team was arguing that if you release these documents, that it would appear that you're interfering with the election. But Judge Upchuck said, no. We have to release these documents, because if we don't, then it would appear that we are interfering with the election. It's a catch-22. Right. So here's what Judge Upchuck said. Get to her quote here. So this all centers around presumptive immunity. You've heard that one with the Supreme Court. And Judge Upchuck said that, rejecting Trump's argument, it was actually Trump's request for a delay that posed a bigger risk of impacting the election. Quote, "There's undoubtedly a public interest in courts not inserting themselves into elections or appearing to do so. But litigation's incidental effects on politics are not the same as a court's intentional interference with them. And as a result, it is in fact the defendant's request of relief that risk undermine that public interest." Really now, Judge Upchuck? And if the court withheld information that the public otherwise had a right to access solely because of the potential political consequences of releasing it, that's all legal speak, legalese, that withholding it itself could constitute or appear to be election interference. Right, But let me jog your memory. What happened in 2016? Didn't Hillary Clinton, didn't she call Trump an illegitimate president? I got the headlines right here. Washington Post, Hillary Clinton, Trump is an illegitimate president. ABC News, Hillary Clinton calls Donald Trump an illegitimate president. What about all those protests in 2016, in November after Trump was elected? New York Times, scenes from 5 days of anti-Trump protest across a divided nation. And they were keeping track of this day by day. And they've got maps with Portland, Oakland, Denver, Chicago, Philadelphia, New York, St. Louis, etc. Thousands of people have turned out to protest in at least 52 cities across the United States in the day since Donald J. Trump was elected president. Goes back to, I think, November 11th, 12th, 13th. Throngs of people marched along Fifth Avenue in Manhattan to protest the president-elect's plans on immigration. You got a picture here of people, I think at Lake Merritt it is, with their hand or their arms up in the air, holding hands, in defiance of Trump. As a counterpoint to previous violent protests in Oakland, California, people encircled Lake Merritt holding hands in a peaceful demonstration. So there you go, folks. There you go. And then Washington, D.C., according to CBS, you had 217 people, according to one of their local affiliates, that were arrested for destroying Washington, D.C., downtown Washington, D.C., in January of 2017. So if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. You can follow me at Instagram, hashtag Jason Composes, because I write music in my spare time. Or go to X, Culture Confederacy, Culture Confed1 on X. You can also find me at Substack. And I'll catch you next time. Y'all have a great day. Take care. Have a good Monday. Oh, damn it. I gotta get my...